Henry Roth is a veterinarian at Sea Life Park, Hawaii on Oahu with a policy of only dating visiting tourists to avoid any serious commitments. His closest friends are Ula, a marijuana-smoking islander, Alexa, his androgynous assistant, Willie, his pet African penguin, and Jocko, a walrus that lives at the park. One day, Henry's boat breaks down, so he goes to the Hukilau Cafe to wait for the Coast Guard. He sees Lucy Whitmore make architectural art with her waffles. Henry assumes she is a local, which prevents him from introducing himself. He tries to go back to womanizing tourists, but can't seem to get Lucy out of his head. The next day, he comes back and has breakfast with her. They instantly connect and Lucy asks to see him again the next morning. The next day, however, Lucy shows no recollection of ever meeting him. The restaurant owner Sue explains to Henry that the year before, Lucy and her father Marlin went up to the North Shore to pick a pineapple for his birthday. On the way back, a cow wandered through a broken fence and onto the road, causing a car accident that left Lucy with a form of amnesia, whereby she remembers her life up until the night before the accident, and her memory is normal during the day. But those new experiences are lost when she goes to sleep. To save her the heartbreak of reliving the accident, Marlin and Doug, Lucy's lisping steroid-addicted brother, reenact Marlin's birthday every day. Despite Sue's warning, Henry tries to get Lucy to have breakfast with him again. It ends poorly when Henry unintentionally hurts Lucy's feelings, and he follows her home to apologize. At her house, Marlin and Doug instruct Henry to leave Lucy alone, but Alexa advises Henry to look for a loophole in said instruction. Realizing that Marlin specifically said to stay away from the cafe, Henry begins concocting ways to run into Lucy on the road through the following days, during which he manages to successfully impress her over a series of first dates and chance encounters. Later, Marlin and Doug give their permission for Henry to continue when they discover Lucy regularly singing the Beach Boys' "Wouldn't It Be Nice" in her painting studio, the first major change in her routine since the accident. One day, as Henry is about to sit with Lucy at breakfast, she notices a police officer writing a ticket because of her expired plates. With the ruse exposed, Lucy is distressed to learn that her friends and family have maintained the charade for so long. However, in watching her reaction, Henry surmises that her strongest reactions are to feeling betrayed by her loved ones, not the actual memory loss. Henry devises a new strategy to let Lucy know about the truth by creating a video with her friends to explain the situation calmly. Rather than let her go through her pre-accident routine, they plant the video in her room with a note to play it when she first wakes up. The strategy works and allows Lucy to process the events while catching her up on current events, including her relationship to Henry. Henry and Lucy's relationship grows well using this method, and they continue to refine the process while enduring some humorous setbacks, such as their sleeping together and Lucy attacking Henry the next morning. However, when Lucy discovers that Henry has decided to cancel 10 years' worth of planning for his research study of walruses in Bristol Bay to help manage her condition, she decides that they need to break up. Henry reluctantly helps her destroy her journal entries of their relationship and effectively erase their time together. Some weeks later, Henry is preparing to leave for his research study. Before he goes, Marlin tells him that Lucy is now living at the institute and teaching an art class. As a parting gift, he gives Henry a Beach Boys CD which reminds him of Lucy to the point of crying. Suddenly, he realizes that Lucy's singing of "Wouldn't It Be Nice" was not random, but occurred on days when they met and indicates new learned memory retention. Henry abandons his trip and rushes to the art class. While Lucy does not remember him, she reveals that she dreams about him every night and has been painting some of their adventures. Seeing this as a sign, they happily reconcile. Sometime later, Lucy wakes up and plays the tape marked, "Good Morning Lucy." It again reminds her of her accident, but ends with her and Henry's wedding. From the tape, Henry says to put a jacket on and come have breakfast when she is ready. Lucy then sees that she is on Henry's boat, which finally made it to Alaska. She goes up on deck and meets Marlin, Henry, and their young daughter, Nicole. Thank you for watching and see you again in another movie.